Every time I would play Grandia 1, I'd be like, oh, I'll take a small break and then play Grandia 2, or vice versa. Because I did the Grandia 2 playthrough in 2020, and then the Grandia 1 remaster playthrough in 2021, so it was like a year apart from each other. But this is it. So you know. Stop bullying Sue. Yeah, I play games for story and characters too. Don't get me wrong, the gameplay has to be good, obviously, but I prioritize story and characters. Mostly characters, but story and characters are kind of a package deal in the way.
Here goes!
You don't need to have the best gameplay. You just need to play... You just need to have a game that's decently fun. You can have the most basic gameplay. Wild Arms 1 and 2 are perfect examples where their gameplay is just strict turn-based, but I don't care. Because to me, the gameplay is a means to an end. Not really. I guess some people are like, oh yeah, the game is fun, but 9 times out of 10, the gameplay is a means to an end to get to the story. And as long as your gameplay is not terrible and bad, then, you know, you have the potential to be a good game, basically, in my mind. I mean, a lot of those classic games I love don't have amazing gameplay, but they have good story and characters to compensate. Or just really fun world maps or something. But then you have games like Tales of, that, while I love the story and characters in them, the gameplay is also hella fun in them. But also, the story and characters are just as good in them. So, you know. I mean, yeah, if you want to make a, like, you can make the gameplay really fun, and I'm like, oh, cool, you made fun gameplay. But, you know, story and characters, as long as you get that part right, you have a little bit of mileage with the gameplay. You could just make the most basic gameplay, and I'll play the game. I'll love the game, basically. As long as you make the story and characters, like, really good. I want to heal, dang it. How did you 3 escape? That fool Saki sure failed again. We are not finished with you yet. Now you'll be the victims of my splendid moves. Oh, ho, ho. I think I remember in the base game, they make each sergeant have 100 less HP than the last. I don't know if they'll do that in this patch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have less than Saki. They make each of them have less HP than the last, but I'm pretty sure they have more, like, moves. I should have healed, dang it. I didn't realize I can go to the save point before Nana.
This'll teach you.
I'm gonna have to have Sue, like, rah-rah or something. Baldur's Gate, I almost quit because the last stretch before the final boss threw off the pacing big time. That's interesting. Because I hear a lot of people praise Baldur's Gate. It got, like, Game of the Year nominations. I never played the game myself, but I hear a lot of people talking highly of Baldur's Gate. I have no plans to play it because it's probably not my type of game, but...
Mine.
Yes, yes, come on. Stop existing. Don't get Sue. Don't get Sue.
Flame burn him.
I'm so upset I didn't heal and save before this.
I show no mercy.
Oh yeah, she has the yo-yo. It's gonna hit Sue, right? Yup, yup. I have the resurrect potion, but oh, finding a time to use that's gonna be annoying.
I show no mercy.
Yes, yes, you show no mercy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose literally because I forgot to heal and save. I'm gonna try to bring this back, but I doubt it. I saved after Saki, I think, right? I saved after Saki, but I would have to do some fights again. Saki at 1700 in Redux. Yeah, I remember they reduced the HP for each of the girls. So Mio has the lowest HP. It is also the hardest to compensate, or at least I guess that's kind of how it goes. I'm gonna try this. No, please, I'm so close. I was so close to getting that shockwave off. For attacking me? Yeah.
Come on. This'll put down anyone with one shot. Hi! Hi! Hi!
Why do you use a yo-yo? Yeah, it's over. That's unfortunate. I literally just lost because I forgot to save and heal. Should have beaten Saki, I think. I saved after her. I hope I did. Yeah, thought so. There's also a sword I wanted to grab. And this money. Yeah, this sword I wanted to grab for Justin. Yeah, we don't have to do much again. This could have been much worse. Even still, I'm so upset that I didn't even notice the save point there. Or I happened to walk up and Nana caught me. All I had to do was go here. That's literally all I had to do. There was also a battle I did, right? In one of these rooms. I'll send you back to jail with that humanoid. Grab, be prepared. I don't think this was the battle. I think there was another one. Oh, we might as well do all of them.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
I need to raise Sue's defense. She's dying an awful lot. I really need to fix that. I guess raising her HP would kind of help. Her status for one thing. I'm gonna do this for Earth and Water.
Come on, everyone! Let's go!
Poisonous spell with a Z. It's a great game, but according to Steam achievements, only 18% of people actually finished it. Interesting. I don't know much about it, other than it's not my kind of game, because it's like D&D or something similar. But a lot of people normally praise it. And it got a lot of game nominations.
Here goes!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. It's in the cafeteria. There's a lot of other battles I didn't do though too. The ones that were like before Nana, but I didn't find them. No. Stop. Aw. That was supposed to be Justin's turn actually. I did it with Fina's instead. He's died. The sword is also coming in handy. More attack power. Controller, you okay? The controller was like disconnecting for a bit there? Okay, that's weird. Hopefully it didn't disconnect, that'd be such a pain. Okay, good. It did disconnect, but it's like back here. Great game, but everything over the course of like the last hour is designed to waste your time. I can understand that. There are games that I really like that by the end of them, they overstayed their welcome. And it's like, you know, just like end the game already. I can get that. Wild Arms 5 kind of overstayed it. Well, Wild Arms 5 wasn't even that long of a game, but Wild Arms 5, by the end of it, Ghost or not, kids, what a relief, or not the prisoners. Oh no. Wild Arms 5 didn't really like overstay its welcome per se, but the last few boss fights just turned HP sponges, and you know, it makes me like the game a little bit less to say like, oh, the second, like the last like 5 to 10 hours of the game is like just kind of designed to waste your time with how long the dungeons take and the bosses taking a while. Also, the story in Wild Arms 5, like, the climax is so underwhelming as well, and it's completely rushed. But it somehow feels like it's overstaying its welcome because of how long the dungeons are and how long the bosses start to take.
Here goes!
Still a good game, but, you know, my least favorite Wild Arms game by far. Because of that. Stop that right now, I'm gonna burn you just so you don't hit Justin.
Oh,
What game? Wild Arms 5. Or the Wild Arms series. It's the 5th one. Shockwave here.
Here goes!
Which, as you can tell, is part of the same series of the other game that I was praising, which was Wild Arms 3. But great franchise. 5 is still a good game, but it just, by the end of it, it's just like, gets tedious, I guess.
This'll teach you.
Get burned. Never heard that series before? That's no surprise. It's kind of a, kind of an underappreciated series. Well, you know, it's a hidden gem series. It unfortunately ended on the PS2.
All right, we won!
And then they did port the first 3 games to PlayStation Network. And then they're also making like a revival game of sorts called Armed Fantasia. The humanoid escape must capture him quickly. Matsuki, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. Greatly appreciated. Love Grandia? You're in the right place. I love this game too. This is my favorite. We were actually just talking about this. This is like my favorite game or my second favorite, because Grandia 2 is very, very close behind it, and I plan to replay Grandia 2 as well. So after I'm done with this playthrough in Grandia 2, I will like ultimately decide which one I like more, even though they're both like basically neck to neck with each other. Love Grandia, love it a lot. Alright, there is a cafeteria battle I want to do here. And then we're ready to fight Nana.
Oh, flame burn him!
Get burned, you losers. Never played 2, but might now with such high praise. Oh yeah, you should. I'd highly recommend it. Play 2, and then don't play Extreme or 3. If you see Grandia Extreme or Grandia 3, don't play them. They're 2 of the worst games ever. They are not very good. Grandia 1 and 2 are really good, and that's about it.
Oh, flame burn
The only
him!
thing Extreme and 3 do well is the gameplay is technically better, but everything else about them is bad. Like, the stories are bad, the characters are bad. Extreme has some dungeon crawling elements and is designed to literally waste your time. I kid you not. The only thing they have going for them is the gameplay is better, but it's not even worth it at that point because Grandia 1 and 2 already have good gameplay. And they have good everything else. Like, I'd rather play a game that has good, like, everything instead of just, oh, the gameplay's fun, but everything else kind of sucks, you know?
This'll teach you.
Yeah, the fan base is mixed on if Grandia 1 and 2. I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen the side that, like, Grandia 2 improves on Grandia 1, but I've seen the side that, like, oh, Grandia 2 doesn't bring the same feel as Grandia 1. So, I've seen both sides.
We won.
And while they're both understandable, I'm just like, two games are different, you know? Like, they're both Grandia games, don't get me wrong, they're Grandia. It's not like Grandia 2 changes so much that it's not Grandia anymore. It's still very much a Grandia game, it still has Grandia's charm. Its story direction is just different, which is completely okay. And it's mostly a... I don't like saying personal preference because obviously it's a personal preference, but it's mostly like, do you like lighthearted games or do you like dark tone games? And if you like both, if you can learn to appreciate both, then you'll love both of them. Grandia 3 suffered underscore. Yeah, we talked about that too. Grandia 3, Grandia 3 and Extreme didn't have the same creators, which is kind of why they weren't as good. That's a big reason why they weren't as good.
Come on.
Alright, now we're fully healed, so I should be fine for this, theoretically. Again, we're really going to try to get the soldiers out ASAP. Ina, I think, with you, I'm going to start off with a Howl. Work on that Wind XP.
Here goes.
No, your yo-yo will not get on my characters.
Blow 'em away.
You will not be yo-yoing the night away. Despite how much you want to. Bum, 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 bum.
You can't get away with that.
She can't get away with crippling the letter that they gave at the Salt Ruins. Or crumbling it up. Why did I say crippling? I meant to say crumbling.
I show no mercy.
Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Pino. Burn Flame.
Oh, flame, burn 'em.
Be excited if Gung Ho will do a Grandia 4. They promised to look into it if sales for the remasters are good, but they never published something about those sales as far as I know. I'm apprehensive if they do a Grandia 4. I feel like a Grandia reboot is what they should do. If they're going to. Kind of like what they're doing with Armed Fantasia. Like a reboot revival. I think the Grandia remaster sales did well, but yeah, you're right. There's no like actual numbers to prove how well they did. The HD remaster surely sold pretty well. Even though Grandia is not the most well-known thing, so. I'd be down if they did like a Grandia 4. I'm a little apprehensive, not gonna lie, but I think a reboot is probably the better route to go at this point. Kind of like what they're doing with Armed Fantasia. Can you stop? I'm shocked that killed me. Of course, using the spinning yo-yo.
I show no mercy.
Oh, you're gonna kill Sue, dang
I
it.
show no mercy. Oh.
I really think there's a way to win this.
I shall never.
And I refuse to win this with just Justin, anyway.